Welcome back to another episode of Melanated Motivation. I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to lay a couple things on y'all hearts. You know, education is one of the most important things that we should be able to access as human beings, especially those living in a free country, quote unquote. In America, we have access to these things called libraries. Now, the problem with having free access to this information is you got to know where to go and what you're looking for. And so the biggest part of that is asking the right questions. Something that I felt like should have been taught in schools, should have been taught to every American is how the actual government works, how we get our supplies, how we get our food, where it all comes from, how is it funded, who runs the scenes, behind the scenes. But therein lies the problem, because if everyone understood that, you wouldn't be able to lie to us, would you? But I'll leave that alone for now. I suggest that everyone gets a list of questions that they would like to know and weekly answer those questions, just one by one. Don't try to bombard yourself going down the rabbit hole. Learn one thing at a time. The thing that started with me was when I saw the whole port situation and they went on strike. And because of that, a lot of the imports that we are used to having, these luxuries that we have, we weren't able to get, at least for a little while. Now, we weren't really feeling the effects of it because it didn't last long. And the American people, they knew, and just like the people who run the office, they knew it was only a matter of time before y'all gave them what they wanted. Now, if everyone could apply that same logic to their everyday jobs, things would get done a lot quicker. But see, you have to know who you're up against. And you also have to know the importance of the job that you do. And so I encourage everyone, write down a list of questions and literally go by line, week by week, just one question at a time. Just something to give your brain a little spark, something to work on, something to look forward to. And also to educate yourself so you know exactly where you fit in the food chain. Now, this is just my idea. If you feel like it's a good idea, drop a question in the comments. I'll try to look it up myself. But educating your people and educating the American people is what's needed, because right now, politicians are able to do what they do because they capitalize off of ignorance. Now, knowledge is nothing without the execution of it. But if you don't know where to start, it doesn't matter. You can have all the questions in the world, but where do you go to find them? What questions are needed to be asked? That's the most difficult part of it. So again, I suggest one question a week, find the answers to it, and then move on to the next question. Me personally, I would do it a trickle-down effect. Okay, this is the product. I want to know how we can get from there to the very bottom. So from everything, in anything, say chip production, let's see, who's making the potatoes? And we'll start there. You see what I mean? Now, this is just a suggestion I have. If you have more suggestions, drop them in the comments, drop a like, or share, subscribe. Keep your ears and your eyes on the swivel at all times, and I'll be getting back to you with more melanated motivation. Sorry for the hiatus. I've been kind of busy on some other things. Life happens. Peace.